Oh my god, chat. The stuff that's happened here recently, absolutely super crazy. There are a lot of these posts that go around quite often. And they're just like, hey, drop your PNG below. Hey, I want to rate your design or talk about it. Drop your PNG below and I'll rate it. This is really very similar to the Dragon Spit incident, which literally started, like, kicked me off into news VTubing. That was the first thing that I actually talked about. Absolutely crazy that this has almost come kind of full circle for me. Let's go look at the OG post. We're gonna look at the post, and then we're gonna watch a clip, all right? So here we go. Here's the post. I'll be joined by the lovely Yuki Lon on Friday, May 25th in judging your designs. If you want to be submitted for judgment, drop your PNG below. To me, when I read this, I don't want to put my model, because judgment to me sounds like it's gonna be harsh. It's gonna be mean. Now, should they be doing that? No. Is it an excuse to be rude? No. But I will point this out, that if you say you submitted for judgment, I'm gonna assume that you're gonna be an asshole. Or there's gonna be something bad. Like, you're gonna use me for content. For anybody out there, if you read this, right, I would stay away from that unless you're okay with negative criticism. So Mau Mau is the person that is part of this huge controversy. So we're gonna watch the clip that is in question right here. So chat, we are here to talk about the situation. We're not here to harass anybody. So I don't want to see you guys harassing anybody. I'm not tuning out. I cannot feel humiliated by this. I sent my design expecting to be critiqued with respect. Nowhere in the original post did it say I would be humiliated in front of all of your viewers without so much as constructive criticism.
What's next?
D tier. D tier.
What?
D tier.
B?
D.
Oh.
Like,
Oh my
don't
God.
put
Give me
5 designs together in one model. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. My brother was knocking on my door.
Yeah, I
and he
don't
would
see
not
5
leave.
designs in
fine.
this, but
Okay. It's oh my god, it's way too much.
There's so. First of all,
The two there's the
I want you to read
No,
the
I'm not-
introduction.
huh?
I want you to read the introduction.
Okay, that's enough. I read it. That's enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
not a good look at all. To be frank with you, Chad, this is just rude. Yeah, there's no reason to be rude like this. Even if it's somebody's putting something up for judgment, when you're literally giving a critique, right? You need to give constructive criticism. It is etiquette. If somebody is going to give you their model to look at, that you don't take it and hold it up and then throw it into the ground and stomp on it over and over and kick it around. Even if you don't like it, you're giving constructive criticism. This is literally setting up somebody to just be fucking rude, to literally just be mean, just to tear them down for absolutely no reason. They set up them to be absolutely just fucking roasted, and they did not do anything in providing any constructive criticism. It's just Dragon Spit all over again. Guys, did we not learn the first time when we talked about these situations that, guys, you don't need to be an asshole just because you don't like somebody's model. Let's say that, you're the streamer, right? And all these people are kind enough to send their models to you. Why would you want to be an asshole and rub people the wrong way? Again, there's just etiquette. Why would you go after somebody like that? And literally just like instant D tier. Too many elements. Throw it to the side. Here's my other thing about this. Looking at this first design, right? This is their current design. This one is really not that busy. This looks very like a well put together. There's a cohesive one design. It's very cute. I don't understand why you look at this and immediately just go, they didn't even look. So here is the actual tier list that they created by the end of it. But I really just hate the idea of organizing it by this categorically just kind of makes people feel like, oh, these people are better than these people down here. If you're gonna put it into stuff like this, do it where it's more like, if it's like booba, like mommy milkers, calcium cannons, make it more like organization of a folder versus just like actual like tiers. Like, oh my God, somebody did worse than the other, right? Let's go look at some of the responses here, of course. So Yuki actually tweeting out, I will no longer be streaming. I made a decision versus my desire to create ASMR content. I'll be making a new TikTok and YouTube channel here in the role-playing audios. Thank you for all the support, and I hope to see you on all my other socials. So, really, really crazy that they go as far as to, this was before there was any type of apology from them. The fact that they just, they come out with this first, this is a really shitty look. So anyway, here we go. Well, it just came to my attention the recent situation that was sent forth. I apologize to my words towards Meow. I did not, mean to offend them in any way possible. I do hope you can forgive me. I would also like to say I did quit streaming because of this situation. I've been wanting to make this announcement for weeks now, and I just saw all that was happening. A terrible coincidence. I did not mean anything ill by my words. I never meant for you to be humiliated in the slightest. If I could take it back, I would definitely do that. I never had said something to hurt anyone. Once again, I do apologize. I hope this doesn't turn you away from streaming and build a community. Thank you. Yeah, this is a bad look. There's no apology here. You know what I mean? Like, there's actually no real apology. I didn't mean to offend. Where's your apology? I apologize for my words. Trying to separate yourself from your words. I hate that. That's not an apology. I do feel bad for making you feel the way that you did. This is not an apology. This is literally not an apology. This is just for you separating all of your actions and everybody else from this. Essentially, let's go look at Ciara's apology. There we go. So she says, I'm very sorry to mouth for the cool words I said about her design. I was unfair and I allowed my biases to cloud my judgment towards her design. I am sorry and I apologize for humiliating her. I did not intend to humiliate her and it never been my intention in any of my words. That being said, I am aware what I said was unkind. I know the impact is greater than intent. I'm truly and honestly sorry. So you know what? This one is a little bit better. Actually taking some accountability here. But unfortunately, chat, that was actually not their original apology because they actually made a different apology that was deleted but still archived. So let's take a look at that apology. Here's the original apology they deleted because somebody pointed out that you essentially said, I've been told that I said something bad. I apologize for my words. Your design truly is unique and beautiful, and I unfairly allowed my biasing in the way of properly criticizing your design. I'm truly sorry. It's come to my attention that I was cold and unfair to one of the people who entered my model judgment and caused them to be humiliated. For that, I apologize. I admit that was unfair and cruel, and genuinely regret my words. Furthermore, to advise harmed by my words during that stream, I'm truly sorry. Thank you. Going forward, I intend to be kinder for other VTubers and not be cruel towards their designs. I hope that even if you cannot believe my words, my future actions speak for themselves. So they're saying I deleted it because I often default to very robotic and detached speaking when under stress, but deleted and rewrote it. I will say this apology is much better than this one. You know, if you're gonna say something mean like this, like, is this the absolute end of your career? No, I don't think so. I think that you can do better and come back from this and, obviously prove that, you can be better than this. Unless you're this person who just decides to just be like, yeah, I'm out. I think that they could come back. I think that there are some things that they could do to make things right. Maybe go back and redo the tier list in a very positive way. But even still, it's a horrible look, right? Like, you're going to carry this for almost forever as a content creator. Let's go check out what Mao said in the original post and some of the reactions to this situation. So Mao says, even in my introduction had nothing to do with design, was scored for no apparent reason. I went to your robotics site to see what you thought of my design and if you maybe had any advice to improve it. And instead, I came out of it feeling humiliated and ashamed. So I love what this person said here. My writing professor said something about critique. Today that stuck with me. If you give a critique that results in the writer feeling like they never want to write again, it is you who failed as a critiquer. Because you've extinguished someone's desire to create. I think this is so true. Even Tricky saying your design is lovely. Don't let people unworded rudeness discourage you. Keep going. Merriweather chiming in. Well, I think your design is cool. Alistair even saying, hi there. I wanted to say my professional opinion, your actual design isn't cluttered. Your colors are a bit too saturated, so it all blends together. I feel like your elements are nicely separated and well made. I'm sorry they were mean. Nick just says apologies they had to do that. And it seemed they're bound to be harsh encounters they're undeserved. But you would come out on top of this. Aki saying this is honestly disgusting. Mean girl energy. I think your design is great. So guys, just like understanding that there's an etiquette to doing these types of judgment streams that's really needed. So let's go look at the quote retweets, which this is where it's gonna get spicy. You know what? So many VTubers stepping up to do a correct comfy stream because of all this ridiculous behavior. Give me your PNGs and I'll tell you what I like the most about your design. See, I like this a lot. I like a bunch of people are stepping up to the plate and they're like, hey, you know, I want to do a positive stream. I want to do something good and share some positivity. So this is fantastic. You know, this shit mad funny because I'm a generic sexy anime woman model and they're talking crazy. Oh, now some of y'all VTubers are crazy. I like this. Not seeing the irony. So chat, let's get our final judgment in here. You know, we know that these people are just blatantly wrong. I will tell you right now, obviously, I think everybody deserves a second chance. I think that, you know, if they apologize and show through their actions that they can do better, you know, I would be willing to give them another chance. So chat, type 1 if you think they deserve a second chance. Type 2 if you think they do not deserve a second chance. Yeah, very mixed opinions here. So chat, I'm gonna tell you, for everybody that thinks they don't deserve a second chance, people do mess up. We're only human, right? I mean, let's be real though, chat. Like, think about the situation. If you are being, if you're being called out for this, why would you want to keep the VOD up? You know, like, this is asking to be dogpiled because they're gonna go back and find every instance to call you out about. Is it right that they keep it up? Yes, but I mean, I get why they would not want that to come out even more, right? Because at least there's a little bit of damage control here, right? Mama did tweet out something which I do want to share with you. Saying this one more time because I go to bed. But please don't go out of your way to arrest the 2 parties involved. It's not what I stand by and I don't support anyone who does it. I'm sorry to Siri and Yuki for any death threats or racist behavior that came from this. Obviously, Mama saying I made a post to call out the behavior to put a target on them. They posted apologies already. There's no need to do anything beyond blocking them. I feel partially guilty for any harassment or racism they may be going through, and I don't want them to have to go through that. And I don't want my success to be on somebody else's downfall. I appreciate your support very, very much, but now the cost of somebody else's suffering. So very much agree with this. And Mau Mau very mature for, you know, putting out this statement here. Obviously, Mau Mau wants to, you know, do their own thing and obviously does not want to, you know, benefit or calls for any harassment towards these people. It's just to call out the behavior, but obviously we don't want to attack these people. Here we have with Under the Tea tweeting out, this thing blew up today and caused massive drama, but we have a bit of a hot take. There's a market for mean girl content, and you're signing up for judgment. The VTuber space is really dedicated to their toxic positivity and doesn't want to hear anything negative. No. How do you actually tweet this out with more than one fucking brain cell? There is no way. Okay, is there a market for mean girl content? I can't really say. I don't think so. But guys, there is nowhere in a critique like this that you should be purely mean. It is only good streamer etiquette. And for us to make posts like this, where we continue to defend somebody like this, is not okay. Just because there's a market for it doesn't make it right. That would be like, oh, there's a market for BDSM. So somebody that's not into BDSM, it's okay to make BDSM remarks or BDSM innuendos towards them. Like, no. I really want to look at the comments on this. Yeah, there's a difference between roasting and criticizing. They never specified about being harsh or rating people's models. Everybody would seem to believe they're going to be given criticisms. I saw they even gave a compliment. It's titled Judging Which English is a Harsh and More Negative Connotation. They also could do tier list in the background, which implies some people will be F tier, which you consider very negative. TLDR, they assume wrong. You're also assuming the opposite as well. We also got to go check in with one of the people in the video here, Tiara, who says, a note from Say here. And unfortunately, chat, this is really not a good situation. Here we go with the message here. I know there's been a lot of anger leveled at me over recent events. I will not deny that some of it is well placed. I've apologized to Mal, was hurt by my words, and given the chance to go back in time, I very much changed what I said. Do we never learn that saying I'm sorry you got hurt by my words is just disarming what you did? Don't say this. Let me say, I have apologized to Mal because what I said was wrong, not who was hurt by my words. No. They weren't hurt by your words. They were hurt by you and your actions. However, up until now, I made the choice not to offer my side of the situation. Then it most likely lead to more rage being launched to me, my co-streamer. That being said, I'd like to give my side of this. To preface, this stream occurred 2 weeks ago, which is why the bot went down. It was a judgment stream, not a constructive criticism stream or critique stream. While I tried my best to offer critique when I could, that was not offered up front, especially not with the sheer amount of entries I've received. If you want to do a stream like this, I think that there is a time and a place for that. You know, it could be funny, right? Let's say that Fillion did a stream where she wanted to roast people. I feel like it would be very much within her brand, as long as you were upfront that you were doing it, right? However, they were never upfront about it. I think that you have to understand public opinion, right? You have to understand what the optics are when you do something, right? If you post like, hey, this is a judgment stream, most people are going to look at this and go, oh, it's a constructive criticism stream. And unfortunately, that is on you as the streamer, not the other way around. While I tried my best to offer critique when I could, that was not offered up front, especially now with the sheer amount of entries that we received. This was a little bit of an excuse. You didn't have to get through all the entries. If you felt like you were pressured to do that, then maybe you should have done it across multiple days. This is just poor planning on your part. Furthermore, it was on day 3 of an uncapped subathon, where I increased my stream time from my average 3 to 6 hours. This particular stream is 7 hours. Anybody who knows me knows I suffer from chronic pain and adrenal fatigue issues, which is why I usually do longer streams for special events. By day 3, it's hitting my absolute fatigue and pain, which is why I did not return to streaming until the following Tuesday. While I'm usually able to mask with signs of my conditions, I'm known to be more quick-tempered and impulsive. When I'm running out of energy to mask, I do not very as an excuse, but simply as context. All right. This is actually a really good line to add, because I was about to be like, this kind of reads a little bit as an excuse. But I'm glad that they at least said, hey, you know, it's more about context. On top of all of this, there were over 120 entries to the judgment stream. I expected 30 to 40 entries maximum. And be asking why I didn't turn off replies, the numbers started going up. Part of me was afraid people would take offense. The other part of me didn't fully process the fact that I was able to do so. If it is too much for you to do, if you have all these, if you have adrenal fatigue issues, chronic pain, all that, don't do it all in one day. Break it up into multiple days. So by the time we got to Mouse entry, I was already anxious and pain and tired. I felt like I needed to keep entertained to keep performing because people would be mad if I stopped part of the way during the stream and I promised a certain thing. I do genuinely understand that pressure as an entertainer. I definitely get where you're coming from on that. However, where did that pressure come from? Was that from you? Was that from the outside? And in all honesty, I'm actually going to go do a little bit of snooping. May 25th. All right, so let's go see their stats. Kind of looking at this, right, chat? Let's assume this is the date, right? I don't see it needing to happen May 25th, so I think they pushed it. I mean, really, like, is their viewership, like, way, way higher compared to everything else? Not really, so I don't really feel like that this argument here, like, I feel like there was not really a lot of pressure on you because really at the end of the day, like, your viewership was not through the roof. What does she average? Let's say she averages like 8 viewers, right? And let's say that your average viewership was like 50. Okay, then I can kind of see that, right? But you're kind of averaging what you normally do. I don't know if I really buy into this. My tone was cool, I will not deny that. I remember thinking, oh God, what am I saying as I was saying it? And I hope that my apology prior to the stream and apologies throughout the stream was softenable of what I said. My tone was cool, I will not deny that. Again, we are disarming the apology chat. No, girl. Take some accountability for what you said. Oh, I'm sorry you were hurt by my words. Just apologize. Say that you fucked up and you're sorry. That's it. This whole document is, I am sorry I fucked up. This really makes it hard for me to even like I want to offer you a second chance because I feel like everybody deserves a second chance, right? But reading this just really makes me feel like you don't deserve another chance. After the stream for 2 weeks, I heard nothing other than people originally upset that I skipped their entry. No anger, no upset. Everything was fine. That's why I didn't apologize earlier. I didn't think anybody was upset. Wait. Oh, time out here. Wait a second. I remember thinking, oh God, what am I saying as I was saying it? And I hope the apology prior to streaming apologies throughout the stream would soften the blow. Then why would you leave it up? If you said that you were thinking this during stream, why would you leave it up? Why wouldn't you make an apology then? Oh no. I mean, I do get that, like, yeah, this is why, because you kind of got called out for it. This is why, of course, you're like, you know, saying something about it, right? And everything happened. But if you said this, chat, if I made a stream and I said something really fucked up, right? If I said something really bad, like, I don't know, like, Vtubers are smelly, you know, and I said that, I'm like, oh shit, why did I say that? I would literally take down the VOD, make a post. I'm like, you know what? I said something really bad on stream today. I'm so sorry. I took down the VOD. I shouldn't have said that. That is having accountability. I think this just proves to us that there's no accountability here. What's offended them? I was upset. I apologize. I apologize, both privately and publicly. Privately because it was personal hurt, but publicly because it was a public slight. My first apology was robotic because when I get stressed, I can sometimes revert to robotic speech. I try to make a proper apology, all right? This unlocked the vitriol. Honestly, the nicer ones were the ones who told me to graduate. Some people were racist. And here we go, chat. This is where it's not okay, right? It is not okay to be racist. It is not okay to tell somebody that they have to die. Even though they're really bad at apologies and did something bad, that's not okay. I got DM this in your life is D tier, but it'll be S tier when you end it. That's not okay, chat. I don't hold anonymity towards anybody. Also, thank Mal for asking people to stop harassing me, my co-streamer. As in my community, no longer is angry towards me. However, ask yourself this: is this the space you want to exist in? A space that there's racism and death threats to people and tells people to commit suicide because they're angry. I understand anger. I understand wanting to defend somebody. What I do not understand is why people are so comfortable telling me to die. This is the first thing that I've read that I'm like, I agree. And this, however, I had people reach out to DM and check on me. Defend me when I couldn't defend myself. Some of them I call friends, others I don't even know. Thank you, all of you. I hope to be more like you in the future. I like to end this message with the hope that you, who hit me with vitriol and hatred, you find yourself in a position where you make a bad choice, and when you hurt another person, you find mercy instead of, you know, being condemned. I hope that someone reaches out a hand to you, and kindness, I hope that you take that hand. For those who watch my stream, please know I'll be back soon. I'll be back sooner, but I'm working on something to leave behind. At that point, I can't wait to hear your stories again. I'll keep being there to share laughter and tears, joys and sorrows until my time breath. I very much agree with that. We do need to call out people that are being hateful. We do need to be calling out people that do this type of stuff. I do feel like that ultimately, this does serve as like some people that got called out for, you know, being mean to somebody. Well, what they should have got, you know, actually like called out for, right? But as far as the second half, I do think that this serves as a way to make sure that people do not, you know, are not assholes, right? Especially sending death threats, especially being racist. I agree that that is not okay. To me, like, the most damning thing is them disarming the stuff, right? And then also right here where they said, oh yeah, like, you know, I thought, why did I say this? Oh, but then 2 weeks later go, oh, but I didn't delete it. I mean, again, like, I don't feel like, now reading this, I don't really feel like they did deserve a second chance because I feel like that this was really thought out. Like, oh God, I know what I'm saying, but I didn't delete it. Yeah, this was, to me, this is like where you ruin your second chance. But that does not disarm the fact that all these people were racist towards them and said all these horrible things. Yeah, I think they dug their hole just a little bit deeper. Obviously, guys, like, whether you have a problem with somebody or not, don't be racist. Don't send people death threats. Nobody deserves that, period, right? Doesn't matter what's going on. If you don't like these people, like Mama said, block them and move on.